Good morning, student. 9.
Good morning, teacher.
9. Stop playing.
Good morning, students.
Good morning, teacher. Good morning, teacher.
How are you guys today? How's you doing?
I'm good.
All of you are doing well. You guys are fine, happy, healthy. All right, just wait for a couple of minutes for your friends so they can join us. So we are going to start our class. Which subject we are going to learn today? You guys have textbooks of English grammar already?
Yes.
Students, do you guys have textbooks of grammar already?
Yes.
Okay, it's great. All right, so today we are going to learn on page number 51. Page number 51, unit 11.
Would Arthur open your camera, please? Arthur.
All right, students, so let's start. Are you guys ready? Yes? All right. All right, so last week we finished the unit 10, but actually on the last page, actually they have 2 questions which were left, right? So we are going to solve this first to find the suitable answer for both of the question A and B, and then we're gonna start new unit 11. Okay, so on page number 50, so here you have to look at the picture and circle the correct answer. Okay, so here you can see they're having conversation between Chaisiri and Isra, right? So first of all, my friend Isra doesn't like sports, but she loves music. My friend Isra doesn't like sports, but she loves music. Then Isra, what she is talking about? She's talking about music, right? I can sing and I can play the piano, violin, and trumpet. So this is actually her ability, her skill, right? She's talking about her ability. Her ability is she can sing, right? And she can also play piano, violin, and trumpet. All right, now look at the question. So question number 1A, which sentence is true? Number 1, Chaisiri likes sports, but Isra doesn't. 2, Chaisiri likes music, but Isra doesn't. 3, Isra likes sports, but Chaisiri doesn't. 4, Isra likes music, but Chaisiri doesn't. So what do you think? Which one is the true sentence? Anyone can answer?
I think number 1.
Very good. Exactly. Number 1. Because as we can find from the conversation, Chaisri likes sports, right? He likes sports, but not music, right? Now, how about question B? How many instruments can Isra play? 1, 2, 3, or 4? How many?
3.
Very good. 3. What are these? Here we can see. She already told us I can play the piano, right? The violin and trumpet. So the correct answer is 3. So she can play 3 instruments. Very good. All right, students. So now we're gonna move to new unit, unit 11. Unit 11 is her mom answered the phone, right? And in this unit, we are going to talk about past simple tense. Like last, in the previous chapter, we talk about present simple tense, right? Do you guys remember present simple tense? What does it, which sort of actions we are talking about in present simple tense? Anyone remember, students? Present simple tense. Do you guys remember?
I think I remember.
Okay. Can you answer? Can you tell your friends?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. So present simple tense, actually, we usually talk about the things what we are using, what we always do, which are usually true, right? What the things we are do quite often, right? So those are actually present simple tense. Now, in this tense, past simple tense, actually we use the past simple tense to talk about finished action in the past. Like whatever we are talking, but we're talking about those things, those actions which is already did in the past, like yesterday, like last month, like last year, and it's already finished, right? So past simple tense is, while we use it, we use the past simple tense to talk about finished actions in the past, which is already done, but in the past. Okay. So here actually, we're having some of the rules, right? The grammar rules for past simple tense. Those are in affirmative sentences, regular past simple verbs ended in ed, right? So we have like a two type of verbs. One are regular verbs and other ones are irregular verbs, right? So for the regular verb, what we're gonna do, in the end, we are going to add ed. Okay, so it's gonna end with ed, but only in affirmative sentence, right? And then in negative sentences and question, there will be no change. We won't add anything, right? It will not change. So you have to remember, right, students, while we're talking about past simple things, so we're talking about those things which is already finished, those actions which is already finished in the past. Past mean like yesterday, or an hour before, or a week before, a month before, or 1 year before. So those are all in the past, and those actions are already finished. They have been done. Okay, so the rules for that is, for the regular verb in affirmative sentence, we are going to add ed, right? And in the negative sentences and questions, there will be no change. Like for example, here are some of the example given to us, right? In affirmative sentence, so I showed, right? So I is actually here the subject, right? The subject, the doer who is doing the action, who did the action already, right? And showed, show is actually the verb, the action. So it's a regular verb. So what we're gonna do, we are going to add ed, okay, ed. So I showed. But as per the rules, in the negative sentences and question sentences, actually it will be unchanged. So, and one more thing, what you have to do to make the sentence negative, right? So what you have to do, after the subject, you have to add did not. Okay, like I is the subject and we are going to add did not, or you can say didn't. All right. So you have to remember, for the negative sentences, we have to add the helping verb did not or didn't after the subject. So when it comes to the question sentence, right? So did, actually it will come before the subject. Like the helping verb did, it will come first in the start of the sentence before the subject and then the action. But the action, actually it will be unchanged, right? We are not going to use ed. All right, it will remain as it is, unchanged. Okay, students, you understand that, the rules of that? Students, do you guys understand the rules, what we are going to do in the past simple sentences?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. All right, so I repeat for you one more time and then we're gonna go through the sentences. So first of all, you have to remember, right, in past simple tense we talk about the finished action, okay, the actions which is already finished in the past, okay, past, like yesterday or last week or what, last month or last year, right, in the past, and it's all those actions already finished, right? Second thing, in the affirmative sentences, for the regular verbs, for the regular past simple verbs, what we're gonna do, in the end we are going to add ed. All right, we are going to add ed, as you can see here in the examples, right? We are going to add ed in the end. And in the negative sentences and questions, it will be unchanged. As you can see here, it will be unchanged. But in negative sentence, you have to remember, after the subject, we are going to use did not. We are going to use the helping verb did not, right? Then similar in the question sentences, the helping verb did, it will come before the subject in the start of the sentence. Okay, now let's read these sentences. For example, affirmative sentence, first sentence is I showed, right? Like in this sentence, as you can see, they're having I, the subject, show is actually the action, right? The action, but we add ed, so I showed, like it's already happened in the past. Okay, similar, if we change to negative, so we're gonna add did not, so I did not show. It will be unchanged, we are not going to use ed, right? I did not show, or you can say I didn't show. So similar, question will become did I show. Did will come before the subject and then the action, and the last question mark. Similar, another sentence, you talked, right? You talked. So you already did the action. What was the action? The action was talk, right? So it's a regular verb, so we are going to add ed. So it's in the past, like you talked, or I talked, or she talked. Okay, similar, if we change to negative, we are going to add not, did not. Subject, then the helping verb did and not. And talk, it will be unchanged, right? She did not talk, or she didn't talk. Then if you like to change to question, so did will come before the subject. Did you talk? All right. Another sentence we have, he worked. So worked is the action. So it's a regular verb. So we are going to add ed. He worked, or she worked, or it worked. Okay. So the work, the action is already finished in the past. Then if you like to change to negative, so we are going to add did not. He did not work, or she did not work, or it didn't work. Similar, if we change to the question, so did will come before the subject. Did he work, or did she work, or did it work? So you have to remember, in negative and questions, we are not going to add ed. Okay, we just going to add ed in the affirmative sentence. Then another sentence, we cleaned, right? We cleaned. What was the action? The action was cleaning, right? So it's already been done, right? The action is finished in the past. So we cleaned. Negative will be we did not clean, or we didn't clean. Similar, in the question, did will come before subject. Did we clean? All right. Last sentence, they cooked. What was the action? The action is cook. Cooking. Cooking is the action, right? So it's already been done in the past and finished. So they cooked. Then if you like to change to negative, so they did not cook, or they didn't cook. Similar, in the question, did they cook? Did will come before the subject. Who is the subject? They. What is the action? Action is cook. Okay, students, you understand these sentences? Students, do you understand these sentences? All right. Okay, now let's have a little bit more practice. Okay. So that was the one we were talking about, use of regular verb. Okay, that was for regular verb. We add in the affirmative sentence, we add ed. But in negative and question, it will be unchanged. So here are some of the other rules. So the other rules are actually for irregular verbs. Okay. So for irregular verbs in the past simple, you have to use different form. You have to use the second form. Okay. The second form of the verb. And in the negative sentences in question, there is no change. Similar with the regular sentences, there is no change in negative and question. Exactly here with the regular verbs, it will be also unchanged. So here we're having some of the verbs actually which are irregular verb, right? So we are going to use the second form. So for example, the first form of buy is the first form of the verb, right? So if we change it to the second form, so the second form is bought. I bought. In the past simple tense, we use second form for the irregular verb. Okay. So first form is buy, second bought. Similar. Drink. Drink is first form of the verb, of irregular verb. So the second form will be drank. Drink, drank, right? Drink, drank. Then eat. So eat is the first form, right? First form of irregular verb. So the second form, it will be ate. Eat, ate. Then they do have third form as well, like eaten. So, but here we are talking about second form, okay? Similar, have. Have it while we are talking about in the present. So in the present, we used first form, I have. So while it comes to the past, so in the past, we use the second form, had, I had, or we had, okay? So make, made, see, saw, think, thought. So these are all you can see in your book. Actually, these are some of the common second form of the irregular verb, which we are going to use in the past simple, in the past simple tense. Okay, now here you can see some of the more irregular verbs. So the first form, we have come. So second form, it will be came. So present, in the present we use come. In the past we use came. Then drive, drove. Go, went. Go, went, gone. So they got three forms, right? So first form is go. Second form is went. So third form, it will be gone. So here we are going to use the second form for the irregular verbs. So similar, is, was, are, were. Put. Put will be unchanged. Put. Okay. Take. Took. Write. Wrote. All right. So these are some of the irregular verbs what we are going to use. Okay, students, you understand that? For the regular verbs, we just add ed in the end of the action, right? For the irregular verb, we have to change to the second form, okay? So you have to remember in the negative sentence, you have to make the negative sentence use with did not after the subject and first form of the verb, okay? In question sentence, have to make use the helping verb did before the subject, all right? Now let's have a little bit more practice. Okay, so while you're answering, so the question here is, did I forget? Did I forget? So answer, it can be yes, I did, or no, I didn't forget. So here you can see it's unchanged, forget, okay? It's unchanged. As I already mentioned, in the negative and question sentences, it will be not change. All right, students, you understand the rules of the past simple tense? Do you guys have any questions?
No.
No. Okay, let's go through the these sentences, right? And then let's have a little bit more practice, okay? So, did you win? Anyone can answer me? Did you win? So then answer me, please. I'm gonna ask the question and you have to answer me.
Yes, you did win. Yes, no, you didn't win.
Very good. Yes, you did win, or no, you didn't win. Okay. Did she try?
Yes, she did try.
Very
Yes,
good.
she did try.
Yes,
No,
she,
she didn't try.
very good. Yes, she did try, or no, she didn't. Okay. Did we look? Did
Yes,
we
yes,
look?
we did look. No, we didn't look.
Very good. Did they go?
Yes, they did go. They did go. No, they didn't go.
Very good. Okay, now let's go to have a little bit more practice. All right. Okay, so here we're having some of the sentences given to us. So some of them, they are affirmative, some are given to us negative. So for affirmative sentences, we have to find negative, and for negative sentences, we have to find affirmative. So here you can see first sentence, I helped my friend. Okay, so here you can see who is doing the work, the action. I, subject, right? Help is the action. So here you can see it's a regular verb, so we add ed. I help my friend. Who is the receiver? My friend is the receiver. So while we change it, so what we're gonna do, we are going to add didn't or did not. I didn't help my friend, or I did not help my friend. Okay, now second sentence we have, they made a cake. So here you can see made. Made is actually the second form of the verb. First form is make, right? So we change it to the second form. They made a cake. So what will be the negative sentence? Who is going to answer?
Me.
Okay, what's your answer?
They didn't make a cake.
They, again please.
They didn't make a cake.
Very good. They didn't or they did not make a cake. So here you can see it's actually unchanged. So in affirmative sentence, the verb we change to the second form. Make, made. But in negative and question, it will be unchanged. So we use the first form in the negative and question sentence. So they did not or they didn't make a cake. Very good. Okay, now we have another sentence, negative sentence. She didn't play ping pong. So what will be the first, what will be affirmative sentence? Let me ask from one student, okay? Let me ask from Cow. You have negative sentence. She didn't play ping pong. What will be the affirmative?
They didn't play ping pong.
Again, please.
They didn't play ping pong.
Cow, I can't hear you clearly. Can you speak a little bit louder?
They didn't play ping pong.
All right. They play ping pong. It's not correct. You forgot. Okay, let me ask from August. She didn't play ping pong. Remember, change the verb to second form.
She played ping pong.
Very good. They played ping pong. Here we can see the action is actually, the action is play, right? So, but that's in the negative sentence. So in affirmative, we are going to add ed. She played ping pong. Okay, very good. Now another sentence we have, we washed the car. Let me ask from Panton. Can you please change to the negative? We washed the car.
We didn't wash the car.
We didn't. Again, please, a little bit louder.
We didn't wash the car.
Very good. Excellent. We didn't wash the car. So here, what we do, we're not going to add ed. We change, right? It will be remain is the first form. We didn't wash the car, or we did not wash the car. Very good. Okay, another sentence we have negative. You didn't walk fast. Let me ask from Mankon. Can you please change to affirmative sentence? You didn't walk fast. Mankon is quiet. Okay, let me ask from Kwan. Kwan, can you change the sentence to affirmative? You didn't walk fast. Make it affirmative.
Kwan.
You walk fast.
It's fine.
Again, please.
You walk fast.
Very good. You walked fast, right? So here, what we do, we just cut didn't, and with walk, we use ed, right? So that means you walked fast. Very good. Excellent. Okay, now, another sentence we have, he ate a cookie. Let me ask from Matum. Can you please change it to the negative?
He don't eat a cookie.
He don't eat a cookie. Very good. So here we can see what we do here. We just add the helping verb, right? So it's did, and we add not, and eat, we are going to use the first form. Here we can see ate is the second form. So he did not, or he didn't eat a cookie. Very good. Okay, Nana, last sentence. We have, it didn't rain yesterday. Can you change to affirmative?
It rained yesterday.
It rained yesterday. Very good. It rained yesterday. So we add ed with the action, right? So it rained yesterday. Very good. All right, students, you write down already the sentences in your book.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So now we're gonna move to another table. So we have another table, right? So here we have what we have to do. We have been given some of the affirmative sentences, and then we have to change to questions, or either we have to answer. Okay, so sentence number 1, as you can see here, we watched TV, right? So in question, as I already mentioned, did come before the subject. So did we watch TV? So here in the question, as I mentioned already, we're not going to use ed. So just simple watch TV. So while you're answering, yes, we did. Okay, or no, we didn't. All right, similar, we have another question. Did I go outside? Did I go outside? So what will be the affirmative sentence? Let me ask from Sunday.
I goes outside.
Again, think again. Are you sure? Change the form of the action. What is the second form of go? Went. Okay, now again, make the sentence.
I went outside.
Very good. I went outside. So as I already mentioned before in the grammar rules, so for irregular verb, we have to change this to the second form. So go, went, right? And we are not going to use did in the affirmative. So just simple subject, the action, right? So the action, what we are going to do, we are change the form to the second form. I went outside. Where? Outside. Okay, now similar question. Now number 3, sentence number 3. You drank water. So as you can see here, drank, it's a second form, right? First form is drink, as you can see in the question. So you drank water. Question is, did you drink water? What will be the answer? Let me ask from Lily. Give the answer. You drank water. Oh, while you're asking, I'm asking from you, did you drink water? What will be your answer? Yes, you did. Right? Yes, you did. Okay. Or no, I didn't. Here, as you can see, what we're going to use, the helping verb, right? Yes, you did. Or if you answer no, so you can answer like no, you didn't. All right. Okay, now another sentence we have. She took her bag. Adin, can you change it to question?
Did she took her bag?
First form, change it to first form. This is the second form, took.
Did she run her bag?
Did she take? Did she take her bag? As I already mentioned, question, we are going to use first form. In affirmative, for irregular verb, we use the second form. So as we can see here, took is the second form of take. So for question, we are going to use the first form of irregular verb. Did she take?